Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Galactic Crew, an early alpha, early access game. You can see it's version 0.9.0.14, and it's a game in the style of FTL. In fact, it very, very much wears its FTL brethren on its sleeve throughout the entire game here. Not very deep with the content just yet. This is one of those games that I kind of look at and I go, perhaps it's a little too early for early access, but you know, I kind of, unlike other too early for early access games, this one at least shows you what it's going for. It just doesn't really show you how it's going to necessarily differentiate itself from the other games in the genre. But it is by Benjamin Rommel Games. It is currently $19.99 US. And like I said, it's on Steam. It's in early access. Let us do a new game. Right now, all you can do is either be a space pirate, which generates threats by defeating civilian ships, or you can be a merchant, which you generate threat by earning money. You start with 3,000 credits and you start at a space station. So I've been usually doing the space pirate realm because you start out with a medium laser turret, which basically owns everybody. The idea with threat is that the greater the threat you are, the more likely the big bad guys are going to come knocking at your door and literally killing you. They're pretty much just going to ruin your run. There is, as far as I know, no other way to get away from them in this build anyway. Unlike in FTL, when you had a fleet chasing you. Here, they're not necessarily chasing you; they'll just appear randomly based on how much threat you've generated. And in FTL, you always had a chance of getting away from them. You know, it might be a slim chance, but you had a chance. This one, you're basically screwed. Like they pound you so badly that it's not even, your run is pretty much done. So there's some balancing that they'll have to do here. But I think what I could do, we could start out, let's do a merchant, because I haven't done a merchant. Now, the interesting thing about a merchant as opposed to a space pirate, you generate threat by defeating civilian ships. As far as I know, I don't think that threat level ever goes down again. However, with a merchant, you can actually make your threat go down by getting rid of your credits, i.e. buying stuff, I think. We'll have to see as we do this. But we'll make our role as a merchant. Our spaceship we can pick, all we get is the Artemis. So 2 small rooms, 2 large rooms, 2 pieces of equipment, and 1 weapon slot. The other ones are not available yet. Our background, we can say that we are a pilot, which means we start with more energy crystals. We need energy crystals in order to do jumps. You can jump up to 2 sectors with a pilot, or instead of just 1 at a time. Or the engineer, you start with a mining laser turret and some items of merchandise. You can repair items faster than normal crew members, and you can mine asteroids. Which that's why they give you the mining laser turret, so you can go and mine some asteroids up and get do some trading, which this might be a good thing for the merchant here. Soldier, you start with combat items. Your weapon turret deals 25% more damage, and you deal more damage in hand-to-hand combat. As far as I know, I have not seen any hand-to-hand combat in the game, so I don't know exactly when that ever becomes a thing. Medic, you start with medical supplies and you heal crew members faster than normal. You can resurrect dead crew members, which is actually interesting. I have not actually lost any crew members yet either, so I don't know if that's even in the game yet either, but it's nice to see that, you know, in FTL, one of the big problems in FTL that always kills your run is when your ship gets boarded and they kill off a member of your crew and you just can't replace that crew member, and it's very hard to find crew. Well, this one here, if you're a medic, you basically will never lose your crew members, so there's that. I think we're going to do engineer because we can mine asteroids and stuff, and that'll help us get some money. And then we can pick a character. It really doesn't matter which one you do. There's just 2 different kinds here. I guess I'll just take female human. The bonus is you have to unlock these, and as you can see, I have not unlocked any of them. I don't know if they're even available to be unlocked yet or not, but in this thing, the bonus is pirates do not board your player's ship. So I guess technically, if I didn't take the bonus, then I could have pirates boarding my ship, and then we would get into hand-to-hand combat. I've always just been picking peace, so I guess we'll stick with this just so that it's easier for me to deal with here as we're going along. But yeah, I guess if I hadn't chosen that, maybe then I'd have some hand-to-hand stuff. The ship's name, we'll call it the Cortex, and we'll say memory, and we will start the game. All right, so since we're starting out as a merchant, we start at a actual trading post. You see up here is our threat level, and then we've also got our food and energy crystals. Based on this, we've got, it says 10 jumps remaining. I think it's, you do 1 energy crystal per jump and 1 energy crystal per jump and 3 food every time you jump, so you have to keep those in mind as you're doing things. We've got Desiree Hogsflesh here and Walter Cornelius. I can assign them places, but I don't know that it actually does anything. You can promote your crew members eventually, but I haven't actually gotten them far enough along that it makes any sense to promote them. But I can have you, I guess I can assign you.
I'm on my way.
There. And you can be assigned to
Yes,
there, I guess. And then I will
need an engineer?
just
I'm on my way.
stick here, I guess, to the front, because we get mining and repair and stuff. So it really, assigning them really doesn't matter. They just do whatever you need them to do. Just clicking on them and say, you know, fire the weapons and whatnot is enough. And all you really need is one person on the weapon, because there's only one weapon right now. I guess if in later ships you might have multiple weapon emplacements that you could have multiple crew members man. So let's go to the trading window. And we have got, so this is our food and our energy crystals, so we don't really want to touch those. I think 10 jumps ought to be good for right now. And we've got, we can buy, do I have, what is my money situation here? I see, it's somewhere, I think this is my balance, right? Oh no, I have 3,000 credits. There it is. Okay, I knew it was listed here somewhere. So I could buy some things and then try to sell them off, or I can just wait on it. So what do we got for equipment? We got archaeological finds, sapphires, ancient coins, light laser turrets, quad laser turrets, light particle laser, mining laser turret. I think we have a mining turret, but I think we should probably grab a light laser turret as well, if it will allow me to do these things. There we go. All right, accept. And then I forget, where is it? Shield strength. Where is it at? Is it inventory? Teleport back to ship. I think it's inventory. I forget how you actually mount these. You have to mount them at the, oh, retrofit. That's what we do. You have to mount them at a station. You can't mount them while you're out and about. So, do I have a room for equipment? Officer quarters, crew quarters, botanical gardens, bridge, storage room, ship generator, reactor, thrusters. Okay. So we got our light laser turrets. Since I bought it, it automatically equipped it for me, because it's better than the mining laser, obviously. But I think we want to switch over to our mining laser. And we only have one turret slot, so I think that's why it's only showing me this down here. It's not showing the turrets up in up in this map here. We do need officer quarters. You would need more than one officer quarters if you want to promote people, and I think that's where I was falling down, where I couldn't promote people. I could also change that to crew quarters if I wanted to, like if I wanted to switch up how things work there, but we're good as it is. Shield generator, teleporter. We got a shield generator over here. We could take the shield generator off and try to put a teleporter in there, which would allow us to board other ships, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. And here's our map. So this is where you go to try to find some. Oh, there's a shipyard over there. Try to find some wealth and fortune here. So there is an asteroid field right next to us, which is rather cool. And then there's another one up here. So you can plot out which way to go, and then your ship will follow all the jumps for you, but it does it one jump at a time, and then along the way you get random encounters. Thing is, I need to make sure I don't get too far away from a space station. So there's a space station here. They show up in yellow because we only get 10 jumps right now. So it looks like all the asteroids are way off in the corners, which is not ideal, but all right. So we're going to go to that asteroid field, and then so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it does auto do stuff here, which is kind of a pain in the neck because you can't really draw out the way you want it to go. You kind of can, but then it tries to find the shortest path, which is not, I don't know why that would be a thing, right? It's like, don't really want the shortest path. I want to take whatever path I want to take, because it's not really the shortest path, right? There's just nodes. But we'll just go with this for now, and then we can plot another jump later on. Alright, so as you see, we use 3 food and 1 energy crystal, and all we got here are asteroids, which is nice. So let's see if we can do some mining of said asteroids. What are we getting? We're getting something, just not telling me what it is. There's no tooltip on that, so it's 10 ingots of something. I don't know what. And unfortunately, yeah, this is the game. The game is a lot of just kind of sitting here waiting for things. The combat is as slow as what you're seeing here. Like when one of the enemies, one of the enforcers shows up, it goes pretty fast, far too fast. It goes fast enough that your jump drive can't possibly power up in time to get out. But when you're going up against like other like pirates or civilian ships or something like that, pretty much this is as slow as it goes, right? It's like you just kind of sit here and just wait, and then if they take your shields down, you can go and have somebody repair your shields, and you can repair all of your hull damage out in space. You don't have to be at a space station to repair it. So yeah, it's a good start. It's not really there's a lot of balancing needed. It's not really setting itself apart necessarily from FTL or any of the sort of it. So methinks they might have to. Methinks it's going to need to be in the oven for quite a bit longer here. But it is one of these nice things, if you're into the relaxing and doing some mining, I guess this would be a decent title here, although not really doing much, right? It's just kind of just sitting here waiting for the computer to count down and give me all my stuff. So let's see, that asteroid's almost done for. There we go. So we got 100 somethings. 100 somethings. Let's see what it says in our inventory here. Light laser turret. So, for some reason I have 2 light laser turrets now. I've seen this happen before where it kind of duplicates your inventory for some reason. So that's interesting. What were we getting? Oh, okay, it's just generic metals. We got 100 metals, which have a value of 50 credits. So if we could find exotic plants, we could do something here, or firearms for that matter. We could really make some profit. But for now, we'll just have to deal with metals, right? So let's jump. I could go and mine probably the rest of these asteroids, but let's just jump anyway. You meet a merchant during your voyage through the star system. They call you and want to trade with you. Okay, we'll trade with them. So what do they have? A quad laser turret. That's what they have. So I guess I'll sell off one of these light laser turrets. Just get some random money for it. So accept that. And let's go back to goods. Can I sell them? What do they want? They want 57 credits for my metals. So let's just sell them as much as they'll take. We get 4,400 credits for it. And there we go. We're at 7,100 credits now. All right, continue our travel. You've heard of raids against ships in this region. However, you thought you would be more lucky. You haven't even crossed half the sector when the approximation sensors give the alarm. Approximation sensors? My sensors are only approximately certain of things. I think they mean the not approximation, but see, now I've got it stuck in my head. It's the early warning sensors, or the what's the word I'm looking for? The proximity. Proximity sensors, not approximation sensors. Resist the pirate ship or try to flee. Well, I've only got my light laser, my mining laser on, which is not going to do anything to the pirate ship. So we're going to try to flee. You're not entirely sure how you did it, but you were able to flee. Okay. You detect a merchant vessel with your deep space sensors while you travel through the sector. The merchant hasn't noticed you yet. I guess we can try and trade with them. So what do we have here? Do you have something that is rather exotic? You've got some exotic plants. And you've got firearms for 882 credits. Oh, was I looking at the wrong thing? I was looking at the purchasing price when I sold those off, wasn't I? And not the selling price. Oof. I might have gotten gypped then of all those metals. I didn't really look at. Mayhaps we will grab a few firearms from you and see if I can sell them off for a profit. So we'll do that. And now we will. We have to go back to our map because we don't have another jump plotted. And let's head towards the space station. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we should have enough. You detect the remains of a ship on your sensors. There seems to be another ship next to it. Maybe it's a pirate? Or is it a support vessel that came to help the other ship? Fly closer and examine it. After coming closer, you notice that both ships had the same logos of a well-known mining company. It seems the sister vessel came to help. Alright, well, fly closer and offer our help. We have this situation under control. A small plasma leak caused a chain reactor in my colleague's ship. Chain reactor? I think they mean chain reaction. In my colleague's ship. However, now we have a small space problem on our ship. Are you interested in a trade? Sure. Sure. What will you sell me for cheap? Oh, see, the firearms, I could have gotten cheaper from them. Ammunition, exotic animals, exotic plants, polymer. I'm trying to think of what would be a good one. I guess I could take this opportunity to purchase food for cheap, maybe? I don't know if that's 57 credits. Oh, the average price is 50. Oh, good. It's actually telling me what the average price is. 150. So they're actually more expensive on most things here. Price 75, 200. Except for ammunition and firearms, actually, which is pretty funny. So I'm guessing I should buy some ammunition and firearms. Yeah, maybe we'll buy some firearms off this guy for relatively cheap. Do not have enough credits. Oh, why did it let me do that many if I don't have enough credits? Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me? I don't want to do all of that though, because I might need some money to dock. I don't remember if they charge you a docking fee or not. Short-range scanners display an energy signature and debris on a moon nearby. Do you want to examine a crash site? You need to have at least one teleporter to explore a planet. Yeah, I guess I should take a teleporter with me next time because I haven't been able to explore any planets or anything. So I have to ignore it. And now we're back to a space station, and I've got only 3 jumps remaining on stuff, so we'll have to get some food here. Let's go trade. And let's see. Ooh, what can we sell for? 882. And that's it. So 882 is what we're selling for, huh? We're not going to make hardly anything on that because I think it was 870 something that I bought it for. So that kind of sucks. I guess we'll hold on to those maybe. And though I need some food and things. Let's see what we can do here. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 528, and then this will give me too much there, but all right, 3 gives me 3 more jumps plus, yeah, 12 should give me that. Okay, so then we'll sell off a few of these, namely one of them, to try to reduce the amount I have to pay for this. Okay, we'll accept. Is there anything else here that I need to care about? I guess I could try taking the shield generator off and go with the teleporter, since having shield generator is really not going to do me any good. So yeah, let's accept that. And that costs 500 credits to do it, but I think it's probably worth it. And yeah, okay. So let's make our way back up to the space station. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. We have 6 energy crystals. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. But let's do it. Immediately after jumping into the sector, all warning lights start to flash. A pirate comes closer very quickly and targets your ship. Try to flee. We were able to flee. Good. Alright, continue travel. Planet scanners detect civilization on a planet nearby. They seem to have a rather ancient culture without any industrial facilities. Alright, explore the planets. Oop, and every time it goes into loading mode, the sound kicks out a little bit here. This is my first time going planet side, so I have no idea what to expect. Okay, well, this is certainly a thing. Can I like highlight my guy? I guess I just have to. I mean, oh, there's like a village here. So
Do you need an engineer? Affirmative.
let's come this way. Can I just like?
What do you want me to do?
What do you want?
Can I highlight everybody? No, I can't. I can only highlight one at a time. That's gonna make things interesting.
I'm on my way. Affirmative.
Alright. Come on, walking through here and let's see what we find something. I mean, there's people walking around. I'm not entirely sure what to do here.
Affirmative.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Is there like a door here that I can walk through? No?
I'm on my way.
A whole lot of no?
I'm on my way.
Yes.
Get some of my other guys up here
On my
too.
way. What do you
Kind
want
of
me to
weird
do?
having to select all of them individually is kind of weird.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Can we
I'm
talk
on
to
my
this
way.
guy? Can we talk to anybody? Is there anything we can do here?
Affirmative.
Oh, there's people over here. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm on my way.
Let's come over this way and see what
Affirmative.
What do you want me to do? Affirmative.
we can see. It's like a little marketplace here. That's what I'm guessing anyway. These look like merchants. And I'm getting like a little inventory
Yes.
symbol, so
I'm on my way.
okay. Alright, selling price is $8.82, huh? You cheap bastard. You're a cheap bastard. Yeah, they're expensive here.
Affirmative.
This is an expensive place. How about you? Are they all the same here? No, they're not all the same at all. This guy's like a weapons dealer because he's he's got way too many weapons apparently. How about you?
I'm on my way.
Mr. Fish Stand guy. No, still nothing that's particularly good as far as deals go. Yeah. Nothing particularly good there. Alright, and then is this all? It looks like, it feels like this is as far as it's gonna scroll for me, right? Yeah, there's nowhere else to go. As far as I can tell. Alright, well, that was a thing, I guess. Again, early access, so very, very, very light on the content right now. Can I actually continue traveling? It does not seem to want me to actually do something here.
I'm on my way.
Doesn't seem to want me to actually let me click on that button. So that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a real problem. Can I just go on the map here and just say continue travel? Inventory. Show a high context help. WASD. Okay. Oh, that's right. There are achievements and stuff in the game too. I forgot. You can unlock as you do things. So, like, you get bonuses and stuff. 15 minutes playtime. You get 50 units of metal and whatnot. I cannot. How do I? How do I get out of here? How do I get off this planet? I wish to be off this planet. Please and thank you. Have to walk all the way back to where we were? Is that a thing that has to happen? Also, WASD not working so well down on the plant side here. I guess I'll have them walk all the way back this way. See if maybe that's what I'm missing.
Affirmative.
I'm on my way.
What do you want? Affirmative. I'm on my way.
I wonder if I double click if
Affirmative.
they'll go a lot faster. They seem to go faster when I clicked on people there. Oh, here it is. Teleport back to ship. There we go. There we go. It had to be something. All right, and that's why I couldn't continue travel. Got it. Got it. You encounter a mining vessel that appears to be heavily damaged. Fly closer and offer your help. I'm the last survivor on the ship, a woman whispers. We were attacked. I tried to save the ship, but I couldn't do it. Take the woman on board and add her to your crew. Okay, there we go. We got another crew member. Unfortunately, that means we're going to use more food. 4 jumps remaining on food, 3 jumps remaining on energy crystals. So we'll still use the same number of energy crystals, obviously. But now we've got 4 mouths to feed, so now we're going to use 4 food every jump. So we got to be... Luckily, it tells you here how many jumps you have remaining, which is good. Alright. You detect a merchant vessel with your deep space sensors. You travel through the sector. Merchant hasn't noticed you yet. Trade with them? Shall we trade with them? Still not really in a buying mood, huh? It's a seller's market here. Jeez. I'm sorry, it's like a buyer's market, really. selling stuff's not really making any profits. I guess you really just have to mine more than merchanting. Equipment, heavy particle laser. Huh. Alright, well. You didn't really have anything blowing my socks off here. Let us trade. And we're going to have to get rid of these firearms because I need the cash right now. So there's that. And then we need to buy some food. So let's see if I can get 24 food and we'll get maybe... Try 9 energy crystals. What do I need? So that would be 9 times 4 is 36 food. I would need. We've got 4 now, so I need 32 then. There we go. We still get 783 credits out of it, out of the deal. There we go. We still made money on that one. So we go to the map again. Let's go up to, how many jumps can I do here? 10 jumps, 9, so 9 jumps is what I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eesh. All right, let's do. We'll have to hand do this one, I think, because they keep wanting me to go up to this one. Let's go right to there. You meet a merchant during your voyage, blah, blah, blah. Trade with the ship. Anything good here? Nothing really that good. No real good deals there. Continue. There's an alien mining outpost on the planet nearby. Ooh, okay. Explore the planets. Perhaps we can get some mining materials for cheaper. Here we go. Talk to these people. And you've got... Wow, everything's still very expensive. Very, very expensive. You have no firearms to speak of, but you still aren't going to pay very much for them. That's probably why you have none to speak of. Okay, nothing there is any good.
Affirmative. Nothing
there is any good at all. And there's 75, 200. You know, like everything is just it's like the whole economy is in a depression here or something. Mining laser turrets, which we already have. Quad laser turrets. So really it seems like these are just for areas to just get equipment upgrades more than anything else, more than actual merchanting. So I don't think the merchant thing is really that well fleshed out yet, from what I can tell anyway. That said, let's go get ourselves a destination, shall we? No, why do you keep insisting on going that way? That just pisses me off to no end. It's like, insists on going this way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 jumps. That's not. We can't do that. We're gonna have to come back to this asteroid field here. Right after entering the system, your sensors show a huge debris field. No energy signals are being received. Apparently, the battle took place a long time ago. Search for valuables, which took an additional food. Battle happened too long ago. You cannot find anything of use. Someone was here quicker than you. Unfortunately, that means we're down to 5 jumps remaining here. Alright. You hardly left hyperspace when a local merchant calls you. It seems she wants to trade with you. Okay, let's trade. Let's trade. Do you have anything worth my while as far as prices are concerned? No, you don't. No, you don't at all. In fact, you're just as expensive as all the other ones. I feel like I'm seeing the same things over and over and over again here. Like, everything's more expensive than the average price. Combat vest would be nice to have, I guess, but don't really need that. Perhaps we should buy a little bit more food, which they don't have that much to spare, so we'll just take whatever they got and continue our travel. Alright, so now we can do, I guess, some mining, so why not? Mining drill over there. And then we'll sit here and wait. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, this is about all there is in the game. Like I said, eventually my luck will run out and we'll get a nemesis that shows up and just basically completely destroys the ship in just a few shots. And then that would be the end of the run. It's going to take a lot longer this time around, I think, to do that because with the merchant, you have to have a lot of credits before you start to actually get the skull and crossbones up here. Once these start turning a slightly more white shade, I didn't even know how many I had last time. It was hard to tell. Then you'll start to see things ramp up a bit. But yeah, I mean, that's rather than have you sit here and watch yet another mining thing. I mean, this is what we got so far. This is what they have on display. Like I said, it might be a little bit too early for early access, honestly. I've seen a lot of games like this. They come out and they're like, well, we're going to get it out early and get all this feedback. And it's like, the problem is that, first of all, you're asking $20. Second of all, there's really not a whole lot of difference between this and other things, like an FTL thing. And third of all, it's hard to see where you're actually going to go with it. I mean, it's nice that there's planet side stuff, and there's nice that there's, boarding actions and things, but it's not here yet. And what's here is really not very compelling yet. It's one of those difficult things. It's like, when do you release the early access? Do you release when you've got an elevator pitch, or do you release when you've actually got something compelling? And I feel like if you really want early access to be successful for you, you got to have something compelling that's going to bring people in. It's not just about having public QA tests of your stuff, right? It's also about having enough players that you can actually get some feedback. And this is one of those instances where there's so little going on here, you're not going to get any feedback because I don't really know what direction they want to go in, and B, it's you're not going to get enough players for it to matter, right? It's like one of those things. It's like, unless you have something really compelling that draws people in, that's really addictive, you may just not do early access and just instead just work on it on your spare time, and then come to early access once you've got something that can get its hooks into people. I've seen this quite often here, and it's a shame, because it seems like there's a good game here. There's nothing particularly wrong with what they've done. It's just as shallow can be right now, and not fun, unfortunately. There's nothing really here to be seen or felt with as far as how this is going. I wonder if there's anything else. Like, I can look at let's look at the trade window again. Let's look at equipment. I mean, there's turrets, and there's particle lasers and sapphires, item of merchandise. So I mean, that gives you 441 credits, so I could actually sell it for 387, which is fine and dandy, I guess. But yeah, like, all these lasers and stuff don't really do me any good, because I only have one mount, and I'm gonna have pretty much unless I turn around and start trying to shoot other merchants down. Even then, the resources you get from that are kind of paltry. I just know from being a space pirate that the resources you get out of killing things is really not that great. So they got a long way to go here, I think, to make this really interesting. But this has been Galactic Crew, my friends. It is by Benjamin Rommel Games. It is out on Steam in early access, very early access, for $19.99 US. As always, I'll leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.